Okay, if it ever seems like I'm difficult on dealers, I am difficult on things that are incredibly easy and they should be getting right every single time. One of the things I can't stand is dealers who talk and deal at the same time and they can't handle both. I always want to say, if you can't deal and talk at the same time, just deal, don't talk. I've never actually said it to someone, I've thought it in my head. But if I ever come off as like, I don't think I'm overly hard on them, either at the table if we've ever played together, or if I say something on Twitter or in a video, I'll let you know. Oklahoma, I was there for 7 weeks last year in WinStar. So many dealers took other jobs because it took WinStar 13 months from the quarantine in March 2020 to reopen. So many dealers left. They turned their bingo employees into dealers, and almost none of them really knew what they were doing. I was patient with them. As far as I could tell, I taught them more about dealing than anybody, even their course teacher. I have no idea what went on. They said there was training. You could have fooled me about that. I was patient with them, especially things that are difficult when the betting is reopened and when it's not, you know, multiple all-ins where there's main pots and side pots. I'm patient when I think it's necessary, and I'll be hard on them when I think they should be getting it right every single time. But here, this video, 4 things that you can do as a player to help your dealer. Number 1, don't make your dealer reach for every single fold. So especially around the corners of the table, say the 2-seat is first to act pre-flop and folds, and you're the 3-seat and you're also going to fold, the 2-seat is going to throw his or her cards in, and most dealers aren't so quick that the cards are into the muck pile before you act. I, if I'm going to fold, put my cards right on top of the cards from the 2-seat. The dealer only has to reach over one time and can scoop all 4 cards into the muck pile. Number 2, push your bets in. Now, I wouldn't do this too far when action is still pending, but whether, you know, there's bets, raises, I mean, not if everyone checks, but bets and or raises. Whenever the betting round is complete and, you know, it's time for the dealer to pull all the money into the middle, especially if you're in a seat on the corner, you know, the 2, the 3, possibly the 4, now that we're 8-handed, you know, the 7 and the 6. When action is complete, push your chips as far forward as you can, especially from those seats on the corner. I don't do it if I'm right across from the dealer because you're very close. I don't do it if I'm in the 1 seat or the 8 seat now on either side of the dealer, or even if the dealer has very long arms. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't, and it takes a lot to reach out to the 3 seat to grab that bet and pull it in. So when betting is complete, push your chips as far towards the middle as you can. Don't make your dealer reach. Sometimes they have to get up out of their chair to do it. Don't make your dealer reach for chips when it's unnecessary, when you can help them out and push them into the middle yourself. Number 3, don't bet in a mess. So that means to me either cutting your chips out when you bet. You're gonna bet 60, you know, a stack of 5 reds, a stack of 5 reds, 2 on top, or a stack of 4, a stack of 4, a stack of 4 reds. If you're not good at cutting your chips out, one big stack and let the dealer do it. Don't do what I see some people do. I see it more on TV, although not as much lately. You know, it starts out as 1 stack, and as the person pushes the bet towards the middle, like purposefully knocks it over into a mess, and the dealer has to get it all together and then count it out. It wastes time for everybody, and it makes the dealer's job more difficult, and it also sometimes comes very close or actually does splash the pot. You don't know if those last 1 or 2 chips made it into the pot or not. It could slow down the game and make us have to go to surveillance. So don't do that. Either 1 stack and let the dealer cut it, or cut it yourself. And my 4th and final for this video way to help out the dealer: remember where the button is. The dealer should remember, especially when you're throwing 2 cards, most hands, to the button, the small and the big. The dealer should remember. There are a lot of things that go on in a poker hand though. People get up, people leave, people change seats, people rebuy. There's Bravo to deal with, getting people clocked in, clocked out, missed blind buttons. The hand could be an all-in, main pot, side pot. I've seen 2 side pots. There's a lot going on. So if you could remember where the button is, that could help out the dealer big time. Sometimes we have to pause, no one remembers. Sometimes the people who like raised out of the small blind don't remember that they were the small blind. It's fascinating. So that's my 4th and final thing. This video I have a lot of them. There are a ton of things I do that I don't see other people do all too often to help out dealers, so I am hard on them when I think it's justified, when they do basic things and mess it up, and when they're especially more social than they should be and really slow down the game. But I help them out when I can, because everybody, dealers and players included, we want to see a lot of hands. That's why we come to the casino.